Let's start commodities now, where you have seen decline coming in for most of those industrial commodities, starting with copper, and that one is trading at around 1 week lows, more than 0.25% decline coming in for crude as well on your screens there. It really is on the weaker side there. If you look at the individual fundamentals, those are pointing on the downside as well. There's uncertainty about the Chinese policy making and also the strength in US dollar. The dollar index itself trading at around 7-month highs is something that is putting pressure onto the prices. The only bit of green that you can see on the screens really has been in case of the gold prices, which are trading marginally on the higher side. The rupee, of course, is another thing, nearly 1/10% of a gain coming in for that one as well. Let's get in then. Ram Pitre, he's Senior VP, Head Commodity and Currencies at Anand Rathi, and he joins us live on the show. Ram, hi, welcome. Let's start with something that's on the green, and gold prices at around 1580 plus kind of levels. How are you watching them out?
If you see the last 10 days or 15 days, market is moving in the range between $1,560 to $1,585. Looks like it is a range trading expected today also, and being the rupee also at stable at around 54.30, 32 level. The domestic market also nothing much likely to happen. And in international market, there is not much data is available in the US market. So suddenly, I think in the market at the present level, in domestic market around, if gold comes down around 29,270, 75 level, we can buy with a stop loss of almost 29,200, and our target will be around 29,400 to 29,450 in the evening market.
Ram, while you are buying into the gold prices, would you say the same for silver as well? Because that, while is trading slightly on the steady side, most people seem to be betting on silver longs rather than gold right now.
It looks like the 29, 30, 32 levels, I'll take a chance at on an international market. It is trading at the moment at 28.91. If it goes higher to around 29, 30, 32 levels, looks like that is a strong resistance area in international market. And in domestic market, I'm giving a contra call against the gold, and I feel like if it comes around 55,000, I'll be a seller there with a stop loss of almost 55,500. I'm looking around 54,200 or even 54,000 can be seen in the evening market.
Ram, slightly longer term, how would you look at the gold and silver prices? Because much of the concerns from Europe and China are still on the higher side here. The dollar index is the only one that has been trading on the higher side, but the currency risks, the political unrest, all of that is still on. So looking into all of that, how would you look at a gold or a silver in a longer term perspective?
In a longer term perspective, if you say the gold, it has seen a low of almost $1,555, and it has bounced back to around 1,585, 90 level, but it is not sustainable at the higher level. So looks like either side the break will give some sort of correction, but I don't see $1,600 to $1,620 is the maximum upside potential is there. From there, it is a steep fall to almost $1,500 to almost $1,475 I can see in the international market.
Ram, how would you look at the crude prices then? Because we have seen a bit of weakness coming in for that one as well. The important point on charts is that $90 hasn't broken on the lower side, but what's your sense?
$90 is a psychological level. In fact, once or twice it has come below 90, almost 89.60 to $89.30 or so. It has bounced back. So around 1975, 92 level looks like it is slightly again on the strong resistance area. Only if it 93, 94 level is taken away, then we may see again 97, 98 or even $100. But at the present situation, the way the dollar index is moving, I don't think that level is possible. Basically, it is a sell on a rally. But for today, of course, because of the range-bound trading, if you get an opportunity, you can buy crude oil in domestic market around 49.70 level. We can stick the stop loss of 4940, and we might get around 5,000 to 5,010 levels in the coming days.
A buy on crude, would you also go with the buy on the natural gas prices? Because 190 seems to be holding on to that one. Does that give you confidence to go long into that space?
With a stick to stop loss, say around 1 or 2 rupees at 197, I'm looking to go long, and with a stop loss of 195, there's a possibility of slightly touching 200 plus in coming days.
Now let's talk about the base metal space then. The strong US dollar, the Fitch rating going down, the Fitch cutting Italy rating, and also the uncertainty about the Chinese policy. All of these really seems to be tampering the growth in case of this sector. And apart from that, you also have multi-year highs in sense of inventories for all of these base metal prices. How would you want to trade?
Definitely copper also, it is the main trend is still looks like it is bearish, but I'm looking a near-term target around $7,150 in LME. And if that comes, that is a good opportunity to buy copper at a lower level. But for today, I can say in domestic market, if it comes to around 422, 423 level, you can take a chance with a stop loss of 419, 425, 427 can be seen in the coming days.
Well, that's about copper, which is trading at around 1 week lows. But how about something like a nickel or a zinc, which are trading at around 3-month lows into the market today as well in Europe? How would you look at them?
Again, if you see the nickel, it is supposed to be one of the weaker commodity. But having said that, for today, again, it is close to the support area of 900 or 885 level. So I'll be buying on nickel with a stop loss of 905. With a stop loss of 895 for a target price of 920 or 922 level.
Ram, what's your sense coming in for the Indian rupee now? Because while we have seen it trade between that very narrow range of 54.10, 54.50 on the higher side, how are you reading into the IIP numbers today? And of course, ahead of the inflation numbers, how would you want to trade into that space?
It is, again, it's a trading range. We can say on a broader perspective or the bigger or excessive range, you can say 54 to 55 level is possibly the movement likely to take place in the near future. But immediate target is around 54.60 on the upside and downside 54.20. As long as this remains in this particular band, either side breakout will give the new direction for the rupee. But till then, I think it is a range-bound trading is expected.
Just coming back to the base metal space yet again, Ram, what's your sense coming in for lead and zinc? Because these are the two metals which really have made more lows than the other base metals there. Are you looking at further decline coming in for this space?
Lead, to some extent, I think you can buy, and zinc you can sell. But lead, if it comes to around 118.50 level, you can buy with a stop loss of 117.70 for a target price of 120. And again, on a zinc, we can give a contra view and we can go short at 106.50 with a stop loss of 107.20, and you can see around 105.50 to 105 level in a day or two.